73 degrees, windows down, blue skies and tits out. That is a February day, my style. So I ran into Poway today to get some bike stuff. I'm headed up to the shop now. Friday, gotta do some emails and ship some shit and then clean the car up because it's been a while now. But I'll show you what I got when I get up there. I'm gonna enjoy the drive there today. This is just freaking perfect. Yeah, I've been swamped as usual. Friday, day's over. Actually pre-golden hour. The days are a little bit longer now, which are nice. It's 5:15. So I have a product going to Switzerland, a center console switching panel, this thing down here. And I got to the post office at 5:01 to see that they had closed and locked their doors, even though they still had customers inside. It wouldn't let me in. So I just shoved it in the ship it yourself box. I hope that works. And then I just dropped off a sunshade that's headed to the Woodlands, Texas at FedEx. I'm gonna enjoy a drive home, and I don't know what's up tonight. Rice. Hey, what's up? So I've been working on the bike here a little bit. I mentioned I got some parts today. I've already installed a new front tire and tube and brake pads. This thing has not seen service now since about 2015 or so. So today, finally, it's time for fresh rubbers in the way of tires and tubes, as I mentioned. Schrader valve 700C by 35mm tire tubes. And then these are the new pads. They have these grooves in them like this. These are the old ones. Cool stop, I don't know. I'm not going to pretend that I know a lot about bike parts. The new ones are a little bit smaller, but they're a completely different material that doesn't squeak nearly as much, and it's way softer. This stuff is almost turned to metal. So, as I said, I've already installed the stuff on the front axle. I'm going to work on the rear now. Obviously the rear is more difficult because we've got the gear set and the derailleur and all that stuff in the way. So it's all going to have to come apart. Next clip you see probably, well, maybe I'll film one in the middle of it, but all this stuff back here, super worn out. So rear wheel removal is as easy as bending the derailleur out of the way and undoing the connect between the chassis rails here. I don't know shit what I'm talking about when it comes to bike terminology, but I do know how to do it. So you got to get the chain out of the way. Normally it's like that. We just release it. We remove the wheel. We deflate the old tire and tube by pressing in the core of the Schrader valve. I pry that off the lip or rim of the wheel with a screwdriver, probably not advisable, but it works. And then the old wheel and tire is disposed over here. The new tube. I see people try to install a new tube with no air pressure in it. Put 5 pounds in it. The thing has to be round and assume its shape. Then we're going to take that tube and fit it inside of the tire, line up the Schrader valve with the Schrader valve hole on the wheel, which is here at 12 o'clock in this position. And then use the screwdriver again very carefully to bend the tire onto the rim of the wheel. At which point, you know, we want to be really careful not to kink the tube at all. That's not good. So try to get it on there nice and straight with the Schrader valve straight through the hole. Pump it up to whatever the tire says. These say 50 to 85 pounds. I think I run them about 65 pounds. Get the Schrader valve straight through the wheel, and then we'll reinstall it on the chain and gear set. Done. Easy. Fresh tire, tube, and pads, all freshly aligned here in the rear. I use brake clean along the rotor edge of the wheel. On the front one I used a really fine grit sandpaper because they squeaked really badly. They still squeak a little bit, but not nearly as badly as before, so I'm thinking the rotor or the sandpaper on the rotor helped with that. Otherwise, this wheel should probably be replaced. I don't know why all 4 sides of them have like a little groove right here. I thought a rock got caught in there and made that groove, but all 4 surfaces on this bike have that. So now I kind of want to be irresponsible. I just put 7 pounds of air in the old tube without a tire around it, which allows it to inflate beyond its normal girth. And I listened to the whole thing around 360 degrees. I don't hear any hisses. I kind of just want to set that thing on 100 pounds and then just like stand 15 feet away and see when it blows up. Is that bad? Should we do that in the vlog? Is it too late in the day, 10:17 on a Friday, to do that? I don't think so. I'm going to be dumb and do it outside and do it for the vlog, but the battery light's flashing, so let me put a fresh battery in here. We'll crank this bitch up to 100 and see when this thing blows. The neighbors are gonna love it. It goes past 100, I didn't think it would. Okay, I'm gonna set you up here. We'll move that over there. I think that's better. And I'm just gonna hit go, and then I'm gonna stand back. And I don't know what's gonna happen. It might be really loud. It's probably gonna be really loud. Okay, that was loud as hell. And it blew. Here's the post-mortem. Right next to the Schrader valve, it just shredded apart.